Previously on JLC TV, we met Jack, JLC's first salesperson, in the midst of a 140k deal. James told us about the trouble that China caused with Amazon FBA, and we met a few more of the sales team. You may have seen our UK office in full force, but this isn't the only place JLC operates. And on that note, let's introduce you to JLC Amsterdam.
I'm with Jeffrey. I'm actually trialling out a selfie stick as well. We're working on quite a large tender in Spain. I'll let Jeffrey introduce himself and I will trial out our selfie stick.
Welcome guys, welcome to Holland, to Almelo, the BV. My name is Jeffrey. I'm working here in Ops. I'm an operation manager. I work here since May last year. So now I'm on board for eight months.
So this is, that's our sales team office.
This is one part of the warehouse. We have two warehouses. This is one of them. Here's where we keep all the stock. From here we ship to whole Europe, the Nordics, every country is no problem for us to ship. So everyone's...
Yeah, so Spain, France, Belgium, Germany, all the Nordics, Ireland, so anywhere really in the European Union. Bring on 2024, we've got a lot of exciting things planned. We've got some more sales staff joining the team, more ops staff, and JLC TV.
Now, you have met a lot of people on this channel, but not all of them yet. So let's introduce you to one more.
Rick wasn't in yesterday, but Rick is the heaviest hitter last year. You did the biggest dough last year, didn't you, as well?
Supposedly.
Do you want to introduce yourself, Rick?
Yeah, I've been here for just over 6 years, I think now. I've been in sales for about 20 years. You know, I love it here. It's a great company.
What do you think about JLC compared to like other places you've been?
Well, you know, JLC by far, I've stayed here longer than any other organisation, and I think that speaks volumes in itself, really.
You here to stay?
I'm here to stay, definitely.
We worry because Rick's making a load of money on the stock market, but we want him to make a load of money on the stock market, but we don't want him to leave his job here.
You may remember from last week's episode that Jack was in the midst of a £140,000 deal. A few days have passed, so let's go see how he did.
Big day today. We had kind of a quieter start to the year, but we normally do in January. The start of January is kind of like the month of all months, you know, because every single month at the start of the month is quiet because people are playing catch up, they're clearing off the month. Everyone's like us, you know, hectic at the end of the month, slow at the start. We've got the first few days of January out of the way, and today we have Jack's deal, but it's going to be huge. I think it's like the one he said about earlier in the week. Monster. It's going to close up the week and it makes up for any shortfall days we've had, so puts us right back on track. And it's going to be interesting to hear from Jack. We'll go up and see him now. We got a full house in today with the exception of Ricky. Head over and see Jack.
Okay, so I don't even know what to say on this at this point. Basically, so we've got an opportunity that we're working on for some time. Myself and my colleague Joel, I get these opportunities like every now and again. They came to us and they came to us through various other channels as well. And yeah, we won. Today, fingers crossed, it arrives with us.
The way it works, we deal with resellers, right? So we don't sell to any end users, but we know the end users we sell to. You say this is your biggest end user?
It is my biggest end user, yeah. It
Do
is.
you have anyone nearly as big as this, or is this by far the biggest? Like, give some context to the guys.
I have another customer that's similar size, but they are like a slightly different entity. So collectively, like they are bigger, but this is one of my biggest customers.
What would you rather? Would you rather have like small deals? Would you rather like £2 grand, £3 grand, or would you rather big dogs where it's pivoted, where it could be a good high, but it's stressful? What would you prefer?
Do you know what? That's a good question. Sometimes, like, I always call it like trophy hunting. I'm out here.
You're a trophy hunter, aren't you?
Yeah. Sometimes I can go like days without a meal, and then every now and again I'll come in and I'll bring in a mammoth that we can all feed on for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Jack always has. He has the biggest deals. He doesn't have the small deals coming in. So he could have a great month, or he could have a month where he's like walking around like, what's going on? I think sometimes it can be stressful to be Jack, but also he can be the top hitter, like. Crazy. I've
been here a while. Like this is kind of how it is. And to be fair, it kind of like fits my domain, fits my personality. Like I'm always out there hunting. Like always out there like looking for the big stuff, looking for the game changers.
You're the most strong at new business. What do you reckon that is? Or do you reckon it's just the recipe that makes you that can't be repeated?
Yeah, I guess there's something in just being like comfortable and just sort of expecting things every now and again. But to me, I like to go out and speak to customers. I like to find out what's, you know, put my ear to the ground. I'm pretty plugged in with a lot of my customers, so I understand like what's coming in, what isn't. And yeah, it's just like that, because a lot of the stuff that we get, we basically have to like rewrite tenders, or you know, perhaps we have to put in a new solution that isn't available at the moment. And because we're tapped in with the suppliers that we work with, it gives us a great opportunity to get both hands on the steering wheel and really like mold that opportunity to our will. And we've had it before where we've won deals in the past and they've come back around again because of what we did. Yes, the deal's about 146k, but the contract itself is worth a lot more.
A proper look at Trophy Hunter Jack's £140,000 deal and what sets him apart from the rest. Luckily, Jack's staying on home soil while James Beak and some of the other sales team are off to CES in Las Vegas. But it isn't all blue skies ahead.
Basically, I was saying that we've been quiet at the start of the week, but pretty much we've been on holiday. Everyone's on holiday still.
Yeah.
And Jack has this big boy coming in today,
Yeah.
which makes up for all of it, which is also sick, the big boy, because, what are we, 3 or 4 working days into January now? And how many left do we have after this?
We've got 19 days, including today. And yeah, Jack's will be really delicious. Hopefully you can see it today.
We're short on staff next week.
Yes, so we've got Arlene is covering all operations downstairs and logistics, and then Jack's going to cover sales, other than obviously he's out on a customer trip the first day, but other than that he'll be covering, and Arlene will come and kind of just check on upstairs.
It's obviously busier. What are the ops of the week?
So obviously Jack's we're expecting. I think it's like in total about 10,000 sleeves, cables and adapters. So that's really great with a customer that repeat orders that buys with us. Joel has potentially thousands of dongles. A particular dongle that we put the software on. They asked for a particular software, so
That's coming in this week.
we're hoping to hear more on it.
Next week, me and Beak are in Vegas, and like we were saying that we got one day that's understaffed, and it's kind of a stressful situation because we had to go to CES. CES is super important. We already had our group that's going to CES, and then an opportunity presented itself with a customer of Jack's, which you're going to see on the video that you guys are going to be shooting. But we already had it where we had just enough staff to cover the sales office while we were away at the Consumer Electronics Show, and we've had to release Jack and Josh to the customer, which leaves us with who?
It will leave us sales-wise, because obviously Joel and Ricky will be with us in Vegas. It'll be Harry, Penny, and then we've got sales support, account execs helping out. But yeah.
I think it's important to note as well, like this separates us from some of the other distributors. We are sold on our service, so the idea of having an undermanned calls not getting answered or emails not getting answered is stressful, especially because we're going to be out of the time zone, so it's going to be very hard to be checking up on things. But yeah, fingers crossed, it goes good.
Yeah.
Because Europe's a small team, and we've taken Jeffrey, who obviously looks after ops, and Owen, who runs sales. They're two of the biggest players over there in Europe, and of course Laura, who's in sales.
Obviously we pick up what we can when we're there, but the time difference, as soon as the UK work starts, we're going to bed, so it's a really difficult time difference, but we make it work. Usually get up super early, or easy to wake up early there because of the jet lag. Barry's going to set up an office in his hotel room, he said.
While Googling strong words, I received amazing, fearless, ferocious and fierce. Hopefully, Luke knows some of these to use, because he's just pulled Barry for a strong word. Let's take a look at how they're getting on.
You see that? You're getting on camera. Just a little.
Do you know they're having a strong word?
No, not strong, but you said, can I have a word?
Who said that?
I think it was like Luke.
Said that to
And
Barry?
then you could just tell Barry's, yeah.
What I think it is, I don't know if we can do this, I heard Owen asking if we could use Arthur to because Arthur's Lithuanian, to use Arthur to translate the Lithuanian catalogues for a customer in Lithuania, and I heard Barry on the phone say, yeah, we can take, Owen asked if he could do overtime to do it, and I heard Barry say, yeah, we can take him out of his morning and do that for him.
That would be absolutely not okay.
No. unless he like offered to cover, maybe that would be fine. But I don't know, but obviously Luke needs to be involved in that.
Well, anyway, I was bringing, originally, the only reason I even found out that they were in this thing is because I was going over there to say, what about Star of the Week? Star of the Week's being done today.
Yeah.
And Luke was meant to be explaining what Star of the Week was to the camera.
Barry actually just asked me if I could get people to vote for him for Star of the Week, which is not allowed.
Himself?
He said, can you vote
Why?
for me for Star of the Week, because I've been in more than 5 days this week. So
let me make you understand what Star of the Week's all about, because this is crazy. Star of the Week gets you a trip to Vegas. Baz, Star of the Week gets you a trip to Vegas. You're already going to Star of the Week.
That you told me to get you Star of the Week this week.
Part week last week.
You're already in Vegas, bro.
What was happening in there, Barry?
Just a chat on the warehouse, putting delivery away and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Plan for next week and everything. Because
Right.
obviously both me and Luke are in Vegas.
Ah, sure. Damn, we thought there was
We
going to
thought-
be. We thought there was going to be a fifth.
We thought it's because you used Arthur or something. You weren't meant to.
Thought it was getting
We thought it was our first piece of JLC, like, not drama, because we don't want to be a proponent of drama, but like where we'd say, look, this has gone on, and audience who love things that go on are going to like this.
I don't know if Owen's even gone to him yet with what I've told him to say, so we'll see.
What did you tell him to say?
But the sales need to borrow Arthur just to do some Lithuanian translations.
And how long will Arthur be engaged for it?
I don't know, you read the Lithuanian language?
I haven't learned it. I haven't read
Can you
it.
say Arthur's surname? Or Arturus' surname, by the way, it's Arturus, not Arthur.
Now, for a fun mini-game. This is Arthur, and this is Arthur's last name. How do you think it's said? Let's see if the team can say it right.
Arturus Kilavakius.
That sounds good.
Is that right? Kilavakius. Kilavakius. Arthur, who is pronouncing your surname right, bruh? Arthur Kilavanius.
Kilovakius.
No. Agree to disagree.
Kilikavicius. That's a V, not cabbages.
Kilikavicius. Kilikavicius.
That's killing cabbages.
Kilikavicius. No, it's not. Kilikavicius, yeah?
Say it again, Arthur.
Kilikavicius.
Killing cabbages.
Yeah.
Actually helping Laura today with a Lithuanian customer.
Hopefully you gave it a good effort and maybe some of you even got it right. Now that the fun mini-game is over, you may have seen previously Jack was carried the last 50 meters while climbing Kilimanjaro. Now he's going to give you the truth about that situation.
Obviously, Kilimanjaro. There was a little accusation flying around. I got carried 50 meters at the end. That is true. That is true. I was lacking in oxygen, but I am the only person out of the whole trip that didn't take anti-altitude tablets. So the whole time I didn't take them at all. I was the only person in our whole group. There was a group of us. By the time that we reached the top, there was 8. We lost about 7 guys from Finland. Unfortunately, they were fine, but they had to get carried down. But that's why it is. All right, I just had to address it because I made it, and I made it because of James. Barry was ready to leave me up there. He said, "Nah, let's leave him." James was like, "Nah, he's coming with us in one way or another." And I got carried. I got carried by my Sherpa. But that's the why, though. That's why, because I had none of that altitude sickness pills.
Now you know the truth, what would you have done? Leave a comment down below. Would you have taken the altitude sickness tabs, or would you stuck it out with Jack and got carried the last 50 meters? But now, exciting news for Laura in Europe, who has made a big sale.
So we just had a big deal come in for Laura over in Europe. She started a year ago and she's really starting to take off now. Like, in the end, these guys over in Europe are going to be leveling the people in the UK. If not beating them guys in the UK, you got some run for your money. Fresh in the group, 13 grand sale. Fantastic job, Laura. Amazing work. And I believe that puts you guys past the target for breakfast in Europe. So yeah, we set out 2 targets, one for Europe, one for UK. And when we exceed that target, it gets us breakfast the next day. So Europe's won it, and I think UK will win it today as well, because we are waiting on a lot of stuff. Jack's orders put us straight through breakfast. So everyone will be fed on Monday.
13 grand, what a way to start the year. A star player for sure, but maybe not the star player. I'm gonna let Luke talk you through what Star of the Week really is.
Okay, so Star of the Week is when everybody votes for who they think has performed the best in the week.
And what would like qualify? Like, how are you going to mark someone how they perform best? Because that's subjective, you know.
Yeah, so it's usually someone who's gone above and beyond. So they've helped somebody else, done it just off their own back to help somebody with their workload. They've been either flexible for me or Beak in the operation to help out in an area where we're short, and just general like good attitude and been helpful.
Interested to see who wins. I reckon. Do you reckon Barry's going to win?
Well,
Does Barry deserve it?
He's been
Let me ask you a
working
question.
a lot this week. Yeah.
By him asking for his votes, does that make it, if he did deserve it now, not deserve it?
No.
No?
'Cause we never take
So
him
you are allowed to ask
seriously.
for votes?
We just ignore him when
So
he does.
does-
Not allowed, but we
So, but
would.
you don't take it away. So if you work hard
Yeah.
and like, oh, he's clearly star of the week, but then he goes and does votes, that doesn't jeopardize your star of the week?
No, because no one's going to vote for him because he's asked them to.
Okay.
He's just. I didn't even respond.
I will add that it has to be a legitimate reason. So when people send me their WhatsApp vote, it can't just be, oh, because they did good. Like I want a reason, or else I'll just discard the vote. Or else we could have people vote with their friends, and it won't be fair.
There's a lot of that goes on here, isn't there? But what do you call it? Beat this bull star of the week.
Right.
You've seen it happen before, and people are trying to say, oh, vote. No, I'll have none of that.
Sure that.
I've seen Beak be in some stressful situations saying, how the f would she even know that that person did a good job? They're not even in the same department.
He's right. That's never happened.
That's why we changed it to a voting system, because when I took it over from Beak, people were saying, "Oh, you guys are favourites. Like the managers and the directors are picking their favourites, and they're not seeing all the hard work," which can be a valid point. Like we don't see everything; we just get reported to. So we changed it so it's a voting system. So now you take away any kind of emotional bias, and whatever they vote for, the people vote. So you can't argue. If you don't vote, then you can't be upset.
Perfectly said, but what are the prizes up for grabs?
Star of the week, sometimes it's Vegas.
Yeah.
And then other times it might be like a small prize. What they also win, so if you win it, you get your name in a spin the wheel at the end of the month. if you win Star of the Week, you get 1 entry, and then so if we have like say 4 weeks in a month, then we'll have 4 names on the wheel. You win £100 if the wheel spins and it lands on your name. And then we have the normal raffle as well, where to qualify you have to have 100% attendance. And then there's all sorts of prizes from £100, £200. I think it's £300 is the top prize. And that's just for having 100% attendance. Everyone's in that one. And then we have a separate raffle or separate prize for Star of the Week.
When does that end of the month?
Yeah, end of the month on payday. We normally do it.
Stay tuned, because the lucky winner will be announced at the end of the episode. But for now, you may remember Beak, aka Rebecca, has a tendency for using mugs that aren't hers. But that's not all she gets up to.
James likes to make up stories with me all the time. The other day, his sister, who works here, I said her hair's getting really long, and he told her that I was manipulating her to shave her hair.
Yeah.
And she looked worried.
That's true, it's true.
He made up a whole story that went on for like
I
5
genuinely
minutes.
believe that that's what Beak was doing. I wasn't trying to lie about you. I thought, I don't know, I always think that you're up to something.
I'm worried that people can't read that he's not being serious.
I don't know. I don't want to go into it.
Yeah, sometimes I can't tell when James has been serious.
I can, but other people can't.
Yeah.
So just trust my word, not his.
Enough.
Unfortunately, Becky did end up shaving her head, but at least now she's saving money on the hairdressers. And now, what you've all been waiting for, Star of the Week! Tell us in the comments who your Star of the Week is and why. But now, let's hear from the team and who their Star of the Week is.
My Star of the Week this week will be Harry King, because we've had a lot of people ill this week and he stepped up, did all the packing himself. He's learning a new role on quality control.
So I'm going to vote Chris because he's jumped on DocuWare and it's been helpful around the warehouse this week.
My Star of the Week this week is Harry, our warehouse operative. We've had sickness this week, so he's really stepped up and done most of the packing himself. He just wants to learn more, get more involved in everything. So yeah, he's my Star of the Week.
My Star of the Week is Charlie, because he's stepping up in multiple areas. But I'd like to give a shout out to Harry, because he's stepped up the last couple of weeks in so many areas. And he's learning a new process today.
You, Marshall, because you're a new starter and everything you've done so far has been really good with the videos.
My Star of the Week is Benji, but I voted for him because he has been like super flexible with his work. He helped Penny with some emails that like weren't dealt with 100% with customer service wise. He covered Donna, who was out. He even picked and packed in the warehouse. I just thought he's done such a good job. So yeah, Benji was my Star of the Week.
My Star of the Week this week goes to Amy in the logistics office. She's covered a lot of sickness and holiday, and she's just been really great helping out wherever needed.
My Star of the Week nomination for this week is someone really special, going above and beyond. It's been referred to as the MVP, the GOAT, the God of JLC. So this week, obviously, I am nominating myself for Star of...
I have hidden myself away so no one can see me. I'm gonna say Harry, because he's helped me out with filming. He's done a bit more than everyone else downstairs, I think, a little bit. And yeah, I just always see him busy. That's my Star of the Week. Oh. And the results are in. I'll let Luke do the honours.
Afternoon, guys. Shout outs this week. In third place, we have Amy, who's been helping out in the warehouse when she's not been busy with her own work. Also providing great detail and initiative for reporting customer issues on the error tracker sheet. This feedback has been really helpful in helping us improve. In second place this week, we have our very own cameraman, Marshall, who has settled into the team really well. But Star of the Week this week, and it's the first time this person has won Star of the Week by quite a margin as well, goes to Harry. So Harry has been confident in putting himself forward to do extra jobs in the warehouse this week to broaden his knowledge, and has also been manning the packing desk on his own for the majority of the week as well and keeping on top of orders. Great job to Harry. I hope you all have a great weekend.
Well done to Amy and myself for runners-up, and congratulations to Harry for first place. To close out this video, I'd like to show you the team preparing for their trip to Vegas and James distributing the funds out.
We have Las Vegas Consumer Electronics Show, and we're going there tomorrow. There's 13 of us in total, 12 from JLC, and the 13th person is Dan Jones from Office Tech Suite, which is the IT company that looks after all our stuff. Super cool guy, been like super close. One of my best friends, been big pals with him for like 7 years now, I would say. So we got $13,000, which is $1,000 each. For some reason, which I have no idea why, the guy insisted he had to give us some ones. So what you can even buy with a one, you know? So we're gonna give the 50 to Ricky.
Cut to money counting montage.
Oh, we got so much here. Oh, you look like you buy a house with it.
$100 bills.
Start making them with extra 20. We had a problem, Rick, I'll be honest with you.
And we chose you.
There's a big problem, and someone had to bite the bullet. That's yours there.
And instead of splitting them evenly, we thought you should take the ones.
Which grand do you want? You got this grand here.
Wow, I'll take that.
That's got money! look at the difference in that. That's a grand there. You can literally hold it, pinch it, you can barely have any air between your fingers. And his is like
that's good for tips.
Rick's actually, this is the funny thing, Rick's getting a different flight to us. Rick managed to get cheap upgrades to go with British Airways, so we're just going to meet you over in Vegas, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I was trying to upgrade the original flight, but it was actually cheaper to go in BA and get first class.
Yeah, I'll stick with it. First class. Yeah, we got off on ours. Yeah. Sit, see you there, brother. Anyway, there's a grand. Just check that when you like open it up at the airport. Just check it's a grand. But that should be a grand made of 220s and 800 in money.
I've never seen dollars before.
It's cool, eh?
That's so cool.
Very cool. You'll have to keep some as a souvenir when you get the dollars back.
I'm all packed, my suitcase is done.
Sick.
So I can't wait to see you bright and early.
It's good, amazing, isn't it? So we're going up with Nat and we're picking up Ken, who is our chairman. We're meeting at 7 AM in Portishead, and then we're driving to the airport. It's going to be good. Looking forward to being in the lounge, having breakfast, having a coffee, and then we're landing in Vegas while the Vegas lights are on. It's going to be crazy.
People take the grand so casually. I thought more people would be like, wow, that's crazy. Like, thank you so much. And that was like,
anything goes.
Wow, that's so nice.
At least you can tell by the way that everyone's just taking these grands that this isn't the first time we've done something nice for our people, you know?
That's crazy. Yeah,
thanks. Grand and a grand. Yo, brother. Spending money in Vegas.
Oh, legend. Thank you.
Nice one,
Really
Seth.
appreciated.
You all set for Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was the last time like?
It was mental. It was so good.
Was that the Venetian time?
Oh my god, what the hell?
Yeah, it was a Venetian. It was the 3 pints of
Pina
colada.
All packed?
No, I'm gonna pack mostly tonight. To be fair.
What sort of stuff you wearing?
Just like mostly like casual, like
It's
casual
hot,
and a
innit?
bit smart. No, it's cold in the way. It was freezing last year.
Oh, what, with all the ACs and stuff like that?
No, it's cold. It was actually cold even outside.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because I was surprised last year I didn't pack like enough coats and jumpers and stuff. It's cold.
Basically, because it's in the desert, there's 2 or 3 months of the year they don't even open the pools. It gets to, and no one actually knows that. They always assume that Vegas gets hot, but it's not.
Yeah, you think you have your shorts on and that.
Yeah, I
Baz, can you just check that's a grand? Cheers. They're a nightmare. All these notes are stuck together though. You got your dough? Yeah, it was me. I put my hands up. But
50 out, mate.
50 out? Gino, you all set for Vegas?
Almost. I've got to finish packing and tidying up.
If you were giving someone advice to Vegas who hasn't been before, what would be your takeaway?
Get up early, go have a sightsee. That's
Why?
what I do. Just to get. When you first get there, you're just in awe of the location.
Enjoy it? Do you enjoy Vegas?
I can't remember much.
Yeah, true.
I went for the original swim, so Luke copied me for that, yeah.
You know what we'll do? This is what we'll do. Hey guys. Oh, there's something behind that armrest. Behind this armrest. Yeah. This one here? No, the middle one. Oh. Some dossier. No, like pull it apart, you know?
The middle armour, the one in the middle, the little bit.
Sorry. Wow. What a place to find it, eh?
I know, it's mad.
Crazy.
Everyone's got their dough. The rest of the guys were meeting in the airport.
Yeah, 5
because
of them.
Owen and Laura and Jeffrey are coming over from Almelo and they are actually stationed right now or pulling up to Heathrow. They're staying there the night before. So yeah, we're set. Should be a really, really big week. We are meeting a couple of key suppliers and a couple of potential new ones.
Yeah, great.
Very excited?
I'm so excited.
My job for the whole week, and believe it or not, we're going to Vegas, and you think that's an easy job. It really is a hard job, and let me tell you why. Because I'm the one person who will make it out to dinner every single day. I will host dinner every single day. I'm up from the crack of dawn, I barely sleep. I'm going to be up from 6 in the morning, and I will see to the close of dinner every single night to make sure I'm there to pay for dinner for the people. 5 long nights of barely any sleep, and by the end of it, I'm already losing my voice. I'm going to have no voice. So when you see me next on the camera, I suspect I'll be done.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, comment down below your thoughts on the video, and subscribe to stay tuned for next week's video, where I go to XMA and we get a look at the Vegas trip.